Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Shri Shailaభిजनाम्बुराशिशिरं Sri Krishna Tatatmajam Shri Shailanve Devanath Sudhya Praptagamantaddvayam Padabje Narsimhatate Guroho Nistatma Rakshabharam Vidvat Chakora Chandiramaham Ramanujaryam Shraye Shri Ranga Sudha Madhu Samaswadayantam Shri Ranga Mahishi Padapankajatmajam Sulabhashrayam Sada Moda Siddham Adbhutam भजेऽहं बुधं तं रङ्गनाथप्रियं सुखासनस्थं हृदयाब्जपीठे चिन्मुद्रयालङ्कृतपाणिपद्मं शुभोपवीतं विमलोर्ध्वपुण्ड्रं नमामि रङ्गं गुरुं अन्तरङ्गे नमामि योगसम्राज्ञीं विजयां विजयप्रदां श्रीरङ्गार्धासनासीनां करुणां मम मातरं गुरुरूपपरञ्ज्योतिः ज्योतिरूपगुरुः परः अज्ञानमन्दिरं ह्येतते गुरु विज्ञान मंदिरम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिल शक्तिधर स्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः सकृदेव प्रपन्नाय तवास्मीति च याचते अभयं सर्वभूतेभ्यः ददाम्येतद्व्रतं मम मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदः प्राचेतसादासीते साक्षात् रामायणात्मना नारायण. With salutations to our Guru and the Guru of all Gurus, will commence our session today. So in the last class, we were in the last set of slokas in the Sitopalambha Sarga, which is the 15th Sargam. And this particular Sargam is where Hanuman is actually looking at Sita, and he is convinced from many different dimensions that this is somebody who I have been looking forward to. And he looks at her state, essentially somebody who is completely drowned in sorrow. At the same time, Hanuman notices the tejas that Sita has and a certain type of gambhiryam that only Arya woman can display. And he also observes certain spots in her body where the jewels that she would have decorated at one point of time would have been, and also makes note of the point that perhaps those are the jewels that she would have dropped down when Ravana was taking her away. And I think we were in the 47th or 48th slokam. Yam Kanakavarnangi Ramasya Mahishi Priya Pranashtapi Sati Yasya Manasona Pranashyati. He looks at Sita, and she is somebody who is golden hue in complexion. Although she is lost to Rama right now because of the abduction, she is not lost to Rama in his mind. She is ever in his mind. That is where I think we stopped in the last session. We'll continue from the next slokam. Yam yayat krite Ramaha Chaturbhihi paritapyate कारुण्येनानुशंस्येन शोकेन मदनेन च स्त्री प्रणष्टेति कारुण्यात् आश्रितेत्यानृशंस्यतः पत्नी नष्टेति शोकेन प्रियेति मदनेन च. So very important slokas depicting the bond between Rama and Sita. In 48th sloka he says manasona pranashyati. She is not lost to Rama. So in what manner is she not lost? அப்படிங்கிறத இந்த ரெண்டு ஸ்லோகத்துல விவரிக்கிறார். என்ன சொல்றார்? யத்கிருதே ராமஹ பிரணஷ்டா ஸ்திரீ இதி, who has been lost to Rama in many dimensions. Particularly there are 4 of them that are listed here. What are they? அப்படின்னாக்கா காருண்யாத், ஸ்திரீ iti காருண்யாத். The very first thing, the feeling that Rama has towards Sita is karunyam or compassion, for the very first reason that she is a nari or abala, she is a stree. Therefore he is displaying compassion. Okay, so you should not think that he is a male chauvinist here. You just simply show compassion because the person is a lady. That is not the thing here. But stree iti, there are many perhaps given those days, times and culture, they would have had all the abilities, but they might not be able to display them just because they are a nari. You know, for example, the king has to rule. The queen also rules, but it is in a subtle manner, isn't it? Of course, she rules over the king and the king only listens to her. That is a different story. But from all other dimensions, physical dimension, for example, it is the king who takes charge. So therefore, many opportunities are lost that way. So she is also an Arya lady. She is a deserving Kshatriya woman. But here it says karunyat, stree iti karunyat. That is the very first emotion that Rama displays to Sita. The second one, ashriteti anrushamsyatah. That is, she is somebody who has taken complete refuge in Rama. She is dependent on Rama for everything. Therefore, he is showing the feeling of anrushamsyatah. That means gentleness. He is very kind and gentle to her because she is dependent on him. So that is, these are all perhaps lessons for us, that we need to display these feelings. Next, nashta patni iti. So she is somebody who is lost, isn't it? And she is his own wife. So he is in a moment of bewilderment that I have lost my own wife. Therefore, he is in a shokam. He is in a state of shokena, complete sorrow, because they were together for many years and she is lost in the 14th year. Yeah. அடுத்தது பிரியா iti madanena. So she is of course his beloved and he displays love and affection to her. So these are the 4 different feelings. Another karunyam, anrushamsyam, shokam, madanam. And verily, both of them actually deserve these 4 feelings. அப்படின்னு இன்னைக்கு சொல்ல போறார். अस्या देव्या यथा रूपम अंग प्रत्यंग सौष्ठवम रामस्य च यथा रूपम तस्येयमसिते क्षणा. So this is where Hanuman describes that both of them actually deserve each other. Asyaha devyaha rupam, look at the form of Sita. Anga pratyanga saushthavam, how charming her body is, how her limbs are all well shaped and in a proper proportion. சாமுத்ரிகா லட்சணத்தோட இருக்கா. யதாச்ச தஸ்ய ரூபம் யதா இயம் அசிதேக்ஷணா. So just like how Rama's form is also full of samudrika lakshanam, the perfect body, Avatara Purusha's body is supposed to be the very perfect creation of Lord Brahma. We as human beings, of course, are children of Prajapati. We are all God's creation. But even in this creation, there is perfection. Perfection comes in different, body parts. And the body parts are perfect because what is inside is completely perfect. Therefore, Avatara Purushas, when they descend onto earth, you cannot complain about even their body parts. Okay. So that is something we should bear in mind. And here he says, Hanuman says, that just like Rama, his body is incomparable, and he is well proportioned. Just like that, Sita also is charming and beautiful to look at, and both of them deserve each other. Asya devyaha manah tasmin tasya chasyam pratishthitam teneyam sacha dharmatma muhurtam api jivati. So now Hanuman is the next set of 30 shlokas is all about Hanuman's contemplation on how these two deserving people are behaving when they are separated. And he starts to make conjectures that this is the reason why Rama is still alive. This is the reason why Sita is still alive in spite of being separated and miles apart. Okay? So asyaha devyaha manaha tasmin tasya asyam cha pratishthitam edyadastu hrudayam mama tadastu hrudayam tava அப்படின்னு நம்ம எல்லாரும் சொல்லியிருக்கோம் during our wedding, respective weddings, especially those who are married here. Those who are bachelors, you can just pay attention to this. Bachelors or spinsters. So we make a pledge that my mind will be yours and your mind will be mine. அந்த மாதிரி இங்கே அஸ்யாஹா தேவ்யாஹா மனஹா தஸ்மின் பிரதிஷ்டிதம். Her mind is completely fixated on Rama, and Rama's mind is completely fixated on Sita. Iyam dharmatma sacha muhurtam api jivati. That is perhaps the reason why Rama is able to survive. He continues to live because he is thinking continuously about Sita. Dushkaram kritavan Ramo hino yadanaya prabhu dharayatyatmano deham na shokena vasidati. Indeed, very tough and strong-minded is Rama. He has done a dushkaramana karyam. He has done a very difficult work of staying alive. And he is not getting lost or depressed because of the shokam that he is currently facing, for the simple reason that dharayatyatmano deham na shokena avasidati. He continues to live by contemplating on Sita. And that is indeed a dushkaram abdin soldar. So in other words, this is something ordinary mortals will likely not do. He has lost his wife and he is an able-bodied king. So, and kings in those days, even if you were to look up to his father, he will know one is definitely not the only option. You can have many. So he could have gone after more women, isn't it? But he did not do that. So, and he is actually doing a tougher thing by staying focused on one lady, which is Sita. Evam Sitam tada dashtva prishta pavana sambhavaha jagama manasa ramam prashasam sachatam prabhum. So evam Sitam Drishtva, in this manner, as in he is thinking about Sita and Rama and looking at their Anyonya Bhavam, and one cannot live without the other. So on the Bhavatoda Pavana Sambhavaha, he is very happy to see both of them. And at that point of time, what did he do? Jagama Manasa Ramam. Kannamudinde, he thought about Rama for a moment. And what is the feeling he had for Rama? Adinaka, he was all praise for Rama. It is very difficult for a Kshatriya king to be in the manner in which he is. Hanuman is going to give many more reasons now as to why he is so happy about Rama. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane Valmiki Adikavye Chaturvimshati Sahasrikayam Samhitayam Sundara Kande Sito Palambho Nama Panchadasha Sarga. So that's the very important transition sarga in Sundara Kandam. And I realized that we have spent just over a year now, and perhaps we are 1/4 covered now. 15 is 1/4 of the total number of sargas. So I just hope to switch gears now so that we will not take too many years to complete. So that's the fond hope. Okay. So we'll go into the 16th chapter, Shodasa Sargaha, Hanumat Paritapaha. So this is a sarga where Hanuman gets into a state of grief because of the fact that he is seeing Sita in this particular sorrowful state. Prashasyatu prashastavyam Sitam tam haripungavaha gunabhiramam ramam cha punaschinta paro bhavate. So haripungavaha prashastavyam tam Sitam prashasya. So he is looking at Sita, who is somebody who is really laudable. You have to praise her, and he kind of admires her now. Gunabhiramam Ramam cha punaha chintaparaha abhavat. He thought about Rama, who is equally good in all the gunas, and chintaparo bhavate. He started to think along these lines. Samuhurtamiva dhyatva bashpaparyakulekshanaha Sitamasritya tejasvi Hanuman vilalapaha. Tejasvi saha Hanuman muhurtamiva dhyatva. For a moment he meditated or thought. Enna yosichar? Bashpaparyakulekshanaha. His eyes were really dimmed and full with tears. Sitam ashritya vilalapa. So he started to lament, looking at the state in which Sita was. So now onwards is a description of Sita. Okay, so far he has described about Rama in the manner that he is somebody who is always thinking about Sita. Now he is going to talk about Sita. Manya guru vinitasya Lakshmanasya guru priya Yedi Sita pi dukkharta kalo hi duratikramaha. Who is Sita Adinaka? Guru Vinitasya Lakshmanasya Manya. So she is worshipped by none other than Lakshmana, who is so devoted to his gurus or elders, who is in this case Rama, isn't it? And of course to all his other gurus. And Guru Priya Sitapi. Sita is also loved by all the elders, in her family and outside the family circles. And Dukkhartha Yadi Kalaha Duratikramaha Hi. Indeed, these are bad times because somebody who is really loved by all the elders and loved by Lakshmana and Solraringa. She is, worshipped by somebody like Lakshmana, getting into this sort of sorrow. What else can you say? But no, this is all destiny. Duratikramaha. Ramasya vivasayajna Lakshmanasya cha dhimataha natyartham kshubhyate devi gangeva jaladagame. Ramasya dhimataha Lakshmanasya vyavasayajna. So Sita, completely who Rama is he has such a great prowess, and Lakshmana is somebody who can do anything that you order him, isn't it? And she perhaps knows their abilities, extraordinary abilities. That is perhaps the reason why she continues to live. Okay, she does not think of anything desperate as of now, right? So that is something that Hanuman makes an assumption here. Natyartham Shubhyate Devi. She perhaps is not going into an agitated state or depression because she knows the abilities of her husband as well as Lakshmana himself. And inge Upaman enna sollarna Gangeva Jaladagame, just like the river Ganga, she does not fear dark clouds which are overboarding. Okay, what it means is these are rain-bearing clouds, and even if a flash flood sort of situation happens, Ganga will not be worried because she is so deep and she is capable of absorbing any amount of any quantum of water that gets into her. Okay, so she will be happy to receive. Rather, she will not be worried. That is the feeling here. Natyartham Shubhyate. In other words, the lesson for us is we need not get into an extreme state of depression because the Lord is behind us. He will be with us. And we need not really worry too much. அப்படிங்கிறது நம்மளுக்கு lesson இங்க. துல்யசீலவயோ விருத்தாம் துல்யாபிஜன லக்ஷணாம் ராகவோர்ஹதி வைதேஹிம் tam cheyamasitexana. Again, he looks at Sita and compares Rama and Sita, and both are deserving of each other, is the meaning of this slokam. Tulya Shila Vayo Vrittam. She is comparable to Rama in terms of character, Sheelam, and Vayo Vrittam, her age as well as Vritti or behavior. Tulya Abhijana Lakshanam. She is a perfect match for Rama in terms of Samudrika Lakshanam and birth chinhas abhingirar. The marks, auspicious marks that Avatara Purushas have is something that Jnanis will be able to see and appreciate. And Vaidehim Raghavaha Arhati. Ramachandra indeed deserves Vaidehi, and Iyam Asitekshana Tam Arhati. So Asitekshana abhinra dark-eyed Sita also deserves Ramachandra. They are indeed deserving of each other. Tam drishtva navahema bham lokakantam ivashriyam jagama manasa ramam vachanam chedam abravite. So Hanuman looks at Navahema bham. She is lustrous like pure gold, and which is melted very recently. Navahema bham lokakantam ivashriyam. She brings glory to the entire world. So there are lots of hidden things here. Just like there are places where we know Rama is the Lord of the three worlds and he is an Avatar Purusha, Mahavishnu. In very few places in Ramayanam, here we will see mention of Sita as Mahalakshmi herself. Okay, in the slokangalna, these are all the pramanam for that. Jagama Manasa Ramam. So he thought about Rama and he spoke like this. Enna solrar? Asya hetor vishalakshya hato vali mahabalaha ravana pratimo virye kabandhascha nipatitaha viradhascha hatas sankhe rakshaso bhima vikramaha vane ramena vikramya mahendreneva shambaraha. Asya hetoho Vishalakshana Sita Mata ki pere. For the simple reason that Rama wanted to somehow get closer to Sita when he lost. He is now without Sita. and there are a series of events that happened. That is what is currently being listed. Okay. Oh, இதுக்காக தான் இதெல்லாம் பண்ணாரோ? Is this why Rama did all of this? What is the list of those things? Hataha Vali Mahabalaha. So he killed Vali for this very reason, that he wanted to be one with Sita. Ravana Pratimo Virye Kabandhascha Nipatitaha. There's a Rakshasa called Kabandha who was killed, and that person was equal in valor to Ravana. Okay. Viradhascha Hataha Sankhe Rakshasaha Bhima Vikramaha. So again, the very courageous and valorous Rakshasa known as Viradha also was killed by Rama. Vane Ramena Vikramya Mahendreneva Shambharaha. In a manner similar to Indra killing Shambhara, Rama killed all these Rakshasas. Chaturdasha Sahasrani Rakshasam Bhima Karmanam Nihatani Janasthane Sharairagni Shikhopamaihi. In a place called Janasthana, Rama killed 14,000 Rakshasas who were, themselves very cruram, and they were capable of annihilating the entire earth. Bhima Karmanam. And how did he kill them? Sharaihi Agni Shikhopamaihi. He killed them with arrows which had Agni Shikha, which resembled the fire itself. Idallam, all of this was done for Sita's sake. அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்லிட்டு போறார். Kharascha nihatas sankhe trishirascha nipatitah dushanascha mahateja ramena viditatmana. So we talk of Sundara Kandam as the place where you do a complete rewind of history of what all happened in Srimad Ramayanam. So Sundara Kandam Vaschaka, it is just like doing Parayanam of entire Srimad Ramayanam. And this is the proof for all that. So Hanuman is rewinding all the past things here. Khara as a Rakshasa was killed. Kharaha Nihataha Sankhye Trishirascha Nipatitaha. So there were Trishira Rakshasas who were killed. Dushanascha Mahateja Ramena Viditatmana. Viditatma is Ramachandra, who knows everything, especially the art of the battlefield, how to win over enemies. And he has killed Khara, Dushana and other Rakshasas. Aishwaryam Vanaranancha Dullabham Valipalitam Asya Nimitte Sugrivaha Praptavan Loka Satkritam. What is the other thing Rama gained for Sita's sake? Abdinaka Durlabham Valipalitam Vanaranam Aishwaryam. So then he got a great Aishwaryam known as the complete retinue of monkeys or Vanaras. How are they called as Aishwaryam? If you were to get thousands of monkeys, is it something pleasant for you? It will be very difficult to manage. Yeah. But in this case, it is like acquiring an army. That is actually the Aishwaryam for a Kshatriya. Somebody who is on his foot and nothing else, wandering like a monk in the forest. To get such a big army of Vanaras is a big Aishwaryam. And they were all ruled over by Vali, isn't it? Vali Palitam. And just for Asyaha Nimitte Sugrivaha Praptavan Lokasatkritam. So Lord Ramachandra made friendship with Sugriva and vice versa. Sugriva made friendship with Ramachandra, of course, to vanquish Vali. But this entire army is because Asyaha Nimitte, for Sita's sake, all of this has happened. Sagarascha maya krantaha Shriman Nadanadipatihi Asya hetor Vishalakshaha Puricheyam Nirikshita. So இப்போ தன்னை பத்தி சொல்லிக்கிறார் இல்லையா? So he spoke about everybody else. He doesn't want to leave out his own parakramam. What has he done? Nadipatihi Sagaraha Shriman Maya Krantaha. This entire ocean, Bay of Bengal, is something that I have crossed over. And Sagara is given adjectives of stream on. You see, Sagara is full of wealth, isn't it? And Nada Nadi Patihi. Sagara is the pati of all rivers and rivulets. And I have crossed over such a Sagaram. Asyaha Heto. Just because of the fact that Rama has ordered me, go find Sita. And Puri Cheyam Nirikshita. This entire Lanka Puri is something that I have observed now completely. Yadi Rama Samudrantam Medinim Parivartayete Asya Krite Jagacchapi Yuktamityeva me mati. Now, for a moment, you may think, what is this man doing just for the sake of one lady? He has actually literally turned the world on its head. Yeah, you killed so many people, you have acquired complete sainyam of Wali. Ana, idellame yuktamityeva me matihi. That is where the Jnani's chapa is there. That he does not question it. Not like a foolish follower on Instagram. Yeah, you know why you are following. This is richly deserving from both parties, either parties. If you look at Sita, she is deserving. If you look at Rama, he is deserving of getting back Sita. Therefore, whatever events have happened so far, they are meet and proper. That is what he says. Asyakrite Jagacchapi Samudrantam Medinim Parivartayet Ramaha. If for Sita's sake, Rama crosses over the Sagaram just like me, and he wins over this land of Lanka, then that is in fact something which is yuktam. It needs to happen. Rajyam va trishulokeshu Sita va janakatmaja Trailokya rajyam sakalam Sitaya napnuyat kalam. This is a very important shloka indicating the equivalence theorem of Sita with Mahalakshmi. Okay, so you can mark it. So this is a stamp of Valmiki that he says Rama is just like Rama is Mahavishnu in some other place. Here, through Hanuman, he makes a statement that indeed she is the Rani of all the three lokas. So if you were to look at two people on the either sides of the balance, enade Rajyam va Trishu Lokeshu. So on the one side you put your entire Rajyam of Trishu Lokeshu, all the three lokas, and Sita Janakatmaja on the other side, isn't it? Now if you were to do a beam balance and compare Trailokya Rajyam Sakalam, all the three worlds, if you were to look at their weight, Sita yaha napnuyat kalam. So it will not even be 1/16th. Kalai abdinaka, kala, one of the meanings of the word kala is a 1/16th part. Okay, is known as kala. So the entire three worlds, if you were to measure, they will not even be 1/16th of the wealth that Mahalakshmi represents. So that's the statement that Hanuman is making here. Iyamsa dharmashilasya maithilasya mahatmanaha suta janakarajasya sita bhartridridavrata. Shloka 14 is the start of description of Sita. Who is she? So he starts with Paramapadam. Okay, so she is the Trailokya Janani. That is a starting point. Then he looks at who she is mortally. Okay, who is she? Abhinaka Iyamsa Dharmashilasya Maithilasya Mahatmanaha Suta. She is the daughter of the great Dharmashila, somebody who is a king who knows Dharma, and he is the Mithilapati. She is the daughter of Janakaraja, Janakarajasya Sita. But who is she? Bhartridridavrata. So she is having a sankalpam or vratam that I will have Rama only as my husband, and I'll be completely wedded to him in all respects. Utthita medinim bhitva kshetre halamukakshate padmarenu nibhai kirna shubhai kedarapam subhi. It's a reference to how Sita herself was born. How was she rather discovered out of Mother Earth? என்னெல்லாம் சொல்றாருங்க? Yam kshetre halamukakshate padmarenu nibhaihi shubhaihi kedarapam subhihi kirna medinim bhitva uthita. So how did Sita appear on earth? This is the statement that you can take as the proof that when Janaka Raja was tilling or plowing his land, halamukha kshate, and she emerged, bhitva medinim, emerged out of Mother Earth. That is how she was discovered. Yeah, just like Periyar obtained Andal. So they, in a very similar manner, here you see the description here. Kedarapam subhi padmarenu nibhaihi shubhaihi kirna. She was covered fully with the pollen dust of lotus, padmarenu bhihi, and kedarapam subhi, dust particles coming out of paddy. So that is where she was discovered. So that's the avatara dashai of Sita Mata. Uthita medhinim bhitva kshetre halamukha kshete padmarenu bhai kirna shubhaihi kedarapam subhi. Therefore, she is known as Bhumija. She is born out of Mother Earth. Bhumija. Vikrantasya shilasya samyugeshvanivartinaha snusha dasharathasyesha jeshtha rajno yashaswini. Moving on from her secret of birth, that she is the daughter of Medini and she is the daughter of Janaka. Now we go into the aspect of who is she the daughter-in-law of? Snusha Dasarathasya. She is the daughter-in-law of first daughter-in-law, Jeshtha. Okay, very first daughter-in-law of Dasharatha. And who is Dasharatha himself? Arya Shilasya Vikrantaha Samyugeshu Anivartinaha. Dasharatha is a great warrior. He is known not to return from a battlefield without winning over the opponent. Yugeshu Anivartinaha. Vikranta, he is a courageous person. That is the nature of Dasharatha. And Sita is the first daughter-in-law of Dasharatha. Dharmajnasya kritajnasya Ramasya viditatmanaha yam sa daita bharya rakshasi vashamagata. Finally, coming down to who is she the wife of. Okay. So, right? So, these four set of slokas describe completely the genealogy of Sita. She is the wife of Ramasya viditatmanaha. Rama himself is a jnani. Kritajnasya dharmajnasya. He is also somebody who knows dharma as well as what needs to be done in accordance with dharma. And kritajnaha is a very deep and profound word. Kritajna is not only somebody who is grateful to others, but kriti abdingaratha therinjavar is kritajna. One who knows the entire creation is a kritajna. So this is another hidden word which talks about the parakramam of Ramachandra. And iyam sa daita bharya. She is indeed the bharya of Ramachandra. She is very dear to him, daita. But unfortunately, Rakshasi Vashamagata. She is now under the control of Rakshasis. Sarvan bhogan parityajya bhartrasneha balatkrita achintayitva dukkhani pravishta nirjanam vanam santushta phalamulena bhartu shushrusane rata ya param bhajate pritim vanepi bhavane yata seyam kanakavarnangi nityam susmita bhashini Sahate yatanametam anarthanam abhagini. So given that, this is who Sita is, Sita by birth and, in terms of her own life, she is the wife of Ramachandra. But unfortunately, look at the state she is in now. What is the state she is in now? Yeah, Sarvan Bhogan Parityajya. She has left all the luxuries in life. Bhartrisneha Balatkrita. She has shown immense love to her husband. And because of that love, she is now bearing the dukkham, all types of dukkham. Ennalam appadinaka dukkhani achintayitva nirjanam vanam pravishta. She has entered this forest here, the woods called Ashokavanam, and she is perhaps not caring for all the sorrows because of the immense love for her dear husband. And what is she doing now? Phalamulena santushta. She is happy eating the roots, fruits, flowers, etc. Bhartu sushrushena rata. She has shown extreme love and care for her husband. Bhartruku sushrusha panitrunda. Vanepi bhavane yatha. So in other words, she is living in forest now without her husband, but at the same time, she is full of the same feelings that she had shown earlier when she was living along with Ramachandra. So there is no difference in the feelings. Okay. And Param Pritim Bhajate. She is showing extreme love to Ramachandra. Kanakavarnangi Anarthanam Abhagini. She is truly not deserving of all this anartham that she is facing, unfortunately. Sa yam yatanam sahate. She is now in a state where she is forced to tolerate all the tormentation that she is receiving from the Rakshasis. And this is purely out of the fact that she has extreme love towards Ramachandra. So, okay. So that's the, I think we have reached the end of the session now. So in other words, this particular sargam is about Hanuman reflecting on not only Rama, but also Sita, her origins, who she is, who she was, and in what state she is currently in. And therefore, he will firm up his mind towards what needs to be done to approach her. So with this, we'll conclude our session here today.
Guru Charana Nirbhara Bhakta Guru Charanam Nirbhara Bhakta Samsara Dachira Mukta Guru Charanam Bhuja Krishna Krishna Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam Rakshasi Nija Hridayastam Devam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate
Kayena vacha manasa indriyirva buddhya atmana va prakrite svabhavate karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai Srimannarayana yeti samarpayami sarvam Shri Ramachandrarpanamastu. Have a great day and a week ahead. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Thank you, Raghavanji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.